Hello first graders, welcome to new grammar rules. This is unit 3, week 5, last grammar rules for this unit 3. Contractions with not. We covered the simple rules before, but today we're going to have more details using did not and is not. Alright, a contraction is a short way of saying and writing two words. Two words like is not. When you write it in a contraction, you remove the O and you replace it with the apostrophe. Did not, didn't. Alright, let's do our exercise. Draw a circle around the contractions you find. Gran and Pop aren't here yet. Aren't here. That's the contractions for are not. So this is my first contraction and circling it. Number 2. Spike can be here. Spike can't be here. So this is my second one. Remember we talked about canon when you say it's cannot, and for this special one we cannot have two N together, so we remove the N and O and just replace with apostrophe and add our T. All right. Number 3. Chase didn't wash up. Didn't. Jen couldn't find her hat. Couldn't, which is could not. But when I shorten the word, it's couldn't. The two words. This isn't going to look good. Isn't, which is not. All right, simple rules, isn't it? Okay, let's read and do the rest of the exercise. Contraction is a short way of writing two words. Two words are put together and some letters are left out. An apostrophe takes the place of the O in contractions formed with not. Example, he isn't here, which is not. I write it in a short way, it's isn't. Now, let's see the exercise. Look at the underlined contraction, circle the two words used to make the contractions. So, we're going to underline the words and then we're going to circle the words that's been contracted or shortened in the first part or in the underlined part. So, John wasn't at school today. Wasn't used to be was not. So let's circle was not. Number 2, Mom didn't let him go. Mom didn't let him go. So if you look at the picture, it's helping you knowing that John wasn't at school today. As you see, he's not feeling well, he's at home. So Mom didn't let him go. Underline the word, the two words didn't, or the one word did, which is Mom did not let him go. So this is the two words that I wrote them in this way using the apostrophe. Number 3, he can't ride his bike. He can't ride his bike. Can't, he cannot. So these are the two words that when I join together, I came up with the word can't. So he cannot ride his bike. Number 4, Mom isn't letting him play with Pal. Mom isn't letting him play with Pal. So Mom is not. So this is the underlined part and this is the words that it was written before we write it in a short way. So isn't is short for is not. Number 5, John doesn't like to stay home. So this is the underlined word that I put it down or they put it down. They join two words and this is how it should be before joining or write it in a short way. John does not like to stay home. This is the two words. All right, so let's turn the page and learn more. Again, reading the rules. A contraction is a short way of writing two words. An apostrophe takes the place of the missing letter O. Didn't, did not, didn't. All right, write the contraction of the underlined words in each sentence. So now we have the way that it's written two words together. I'm going to write the contractions way or the short way for these two words. Dan is not having fun. So is not, I need to write it isn't. Very good. I'm gonna remove the O and replace it with the apostrophe. He cannot see. Can't. Very good. Pam and Nick are not playing. So are not, I need to write it in a short way. I know it's aren't. Remove the O and replace it with apostrophe. The band cannot go on. Cannot, underline two words that I have to write in a short way. So can't. And number 5, this is not a good day. Is not gonna be isn't. Right? Very good. Easy. Let's turn the page and see the next exercise. Contraction is a short way of writing two words. Use an apostrophe to take the place of the missing letter O. Circle the contractions that are not correct. Write the contractions correctly. Write C if the contraction is correct. So I'm going to circle the contraction that is not written right, which is wrong. So I'm going to circle it and then I'm going to write it the right way. If it's correct, I'm just going to write the letter C. That's mean this sentence written correctly, that I don't need to change or fix anything. Let's start. Number 1, this plant isn't growing. I know it's supposed to be is not, but I know the rules here says use an apostrophe to take the place of the missing letter O. But actually, it's not written, the apostrophe, we didn't use it in the right place. So this is mistake. I'm gonna circle it. This is the first part. And then I'm gonna write the correct way over here. So isn't should be like that. Number 2, it can get sun here. It can get sun here. I know this is a contraction of two words cannot, but I can see it's not written correctly. So I'm gonna circle and write the right way over here or the correct way. So can't. The apostrophe not on the right place. Number 3, the plant doesn't like this place. The plant doesn't like this place. I know this is a short way of writing does not, but it's written wrong, not written right, because there's missing the apostrophe. So I'm gonna circle and write it the correct way over here. Does not, and of course I have to put the apostrophe. It's part of the word, you cannot miss it. And if it's missing, that means the word is wrong. All right? Number 4, it can grow and get big at all. It can grow and get big at all. It's written right, can't. Written the correct way, so I'm gonna just put the letter S, C, because it says right C if the contraction is correct. So I see it correct. I'm just gonna put the letter C. Number 5, the plant is glad it's not, or it isn't in the shade now. So as we see, the picture show that the plant was not doing well, far away from the sun, but now as we see a window, they put them in a different place, and that plant can get some sunlight. So the plant is glad it isn't in the shade now. I can tell that this is a mistake because it's not written the correct way. I'm gonna circle and then I'm gonna write it the correct way, putting the apostrophe, replacing the O. So this is the correct way. Turn the page and let's see another activity for contraction with not. Use the words in brackets to form a contraction. Write the contraction to complete the sentence. So this, the two words in between brackets that I have to write it in contraction forms, and then I'm gonna put it on the right place. So my cap is not here. My cap is not here. Now if I wanna write is not in contraction forms, it's gonna be isn't. And I know the rules. I'm gonna write, remove the O, and I replace it with the apostrophe. So my cap isn't here. Okay, Dad cannot see it. Dad cannot see it. So cannot, this is the two words between brackets. I know how to write it. It's can, apostrophe, then T. So Dad can't see it. It was not in the box. It was not in the box. So I should join the two words and remove the O and replace it with apostrophe. So it wasn't, apostrophe. Number 4, I did not put it up here. I did not put it up here. Now when I know my rules, join it to be one word, X the O or remove the O and put apostrophe. So it's going to be I didn't put it up here. Let me write it. Number 5, we have not looked under here yet. We have not looked under here yet. Have not would be haven't. I know my rules, so it's going to be we haven't looked under here yet. Last one, Puff did not want us to see her. Puff did not want us to see her. So did not, if I write it in a contraction form, it's going to be didn't. So Puff didn't, and I know my rules. Write, remove the O, replace the O with an apostrophe, and then write the T. So now Puff didn't want us to see her. All right, that's the cat. All right, so that was our rules for today, contraction with not. And we saw is not, did not, has not, could not, have not. All right, okay. We have a simple structures, rules that you will be seeing it when you do your practice work in your practice book. So I'm going to go through it with you, help you to do your work. When you add ed or ing to the end of a word that ends with a vowel and consonant, double the last consonant. So remember when we talk about if it has an E, like race, trace, we remove the E, the original, and then add ed, or remove the E and add ing. Now this is another rule when you add ed or ing. If your word ends with a vowel and a consonant, so this is a vowel and a consonant. So what should I do? Double the last consonant. The last consonant, P. So double it before you add the ed or before you add the ing. So drop, I see a vowel, O, then P consonant. So before I add the ed, I'm going to double the P, then add ed. So this is how the word will look like. Drop, this is the original word. And then because it's a vowel and a consonant, I'm going to double the consonant and then add my ed in the past tense, or double the consonant if I'm adding ing for the action continuous verb. So let's see our practice. An exercise we have here. Add ed to each word, write the new word. Tag, I know this is my vowel, and that's a consonant. So the rule says if the words end with a vowel and a consonant, double the consonant and then add the ed or the ing. So over here, do you want me to add the ed? So I know what to do. I'm gonna double my consonant, which is the G, and then add ed. How about here? Stop. Vowel and consonant. Vowel, consonant. Double the consonant, add ed. So stopped. Double the P, then add the ed. Grab. Vowel, consonant. I'm putting E short for vowel, C for consonant. So vowel and consonant. So grab. I need to double my consonant. So grab. One more, then the ed. Slam. Again, same rules. Vowel, consonant. Double the consonant. So slam. Couple the M. Then add ed. All right, let's add ing. The rules still the same. Vowel and consonant, double the consonant, and then add the ing. Add ing to each word. Write the new word. Hug, hugging, vowel and consonant. So I'm gonna double my consonant and add my ing. Drip. Now let's go for plan. Plan, vowel, consonant, plan. So planning, double your consonant and then add your ing. Drip, vowel and consonant. I is a vowel, P is a consonant. So dripping, double your consonant, double your P, and then add ing. Skip. Again, I is a vowel, P is a consonant, double your consonant, so it's going to be skipping, double P, then ing. Awesome. Now write a sentence using a word you wrote above. So you have 8 words tagged: stop, grab, slam, hugging, planning, dripping, skipping. Choose any word from the word you put up here, the one we just either add ed or add the ing, and use it for a sentence. That's question number 9 for C. So question C, write a sentence using a word you wrote above. So any of these 8 words, you put it in a right form, use it for sentence. All right. Okay, so today we covered the contractions with not, and we learned is not, did not, have not, could not, has not. All these words cannot or can't. So we know that you remove the O and add the apostrophe between the N and the T, except can't. We remove the NO because we don't double the N and we say can't. So CAN apostrophe then T. And then we talked about when we add ed and ing, if the last 2 letters, vowel and a consonant, as we saw in all these are examples we have, we double the consonant and then we add our ed or ing. All right, that's it for today, first graders. That was the last lesson in grammar for Unit 3. Next video will be another unit and another grammar rules. Thank you. Bye-bye.